Hi, everyone. Welcome to our podcast, brought to you by Royal English Center, the leading IELTS fast-track training center. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben. Today, we're going to focus on IELTS Speaking Task 2, with a special focus on describing objects, a common task that can appear in your exam.
Yes, Task 2 often asks candidates to describe an object they own, use frequently, or something that holds sentimental value. Ben, what's the best way to structure this kind of answer?
Great question. Start with a simple introduction by naming the object and briefly saying why it's important. Then, move on to describe its features, explain how or when you use it, and share why it's meaningful or useful.
That's helpful. Let me share some useful structures that can help listeners frame their answers clearly. Introducing the object, one object I'd like to describe is, or the object I want to talk about is. Describing the appearance, it is made of, it has a, the design is. Explaining its purpose, I use it for, it helps me to. I need it because, giving context, I got this item when, I received it as a gift from. Sharing personal significance, this object is important to me because it holds sentimental value as, adding memories or experiences. A special memory I have with this item is, I remember using it for the first time when.
Those are great structures, Anna. They make it easier for candidates to organize their thoughts and speak fluently.
Exactly. Now, let me try practicing with the topic. Describe a book you read.
Perfect. Go ahead, Anna.
One object I'd like to describe is a book I read recently called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I came across this book a few months ago and decided to buy it because I had heard many good things about it. The book has a simple cover with a desert image, which reflects the journey in the story. It's a paperback, and it's small enough to carry around easily. I use it mainly to relax and unwind after work. This book is important to me because it teaches valuable lessons about life and following your dreams. One memory I have is reading it during a quiet weekend trip, and the peaceful surroundings made the experience even more meaningful. Overall, this book holds a special place in my heart, and I often recommend it to friends.
That was fantastic, Anna. You used the structures naturally and gave a well-rounded description. I'm sure our listeners can learn a lot from this.
Thanks, Ben. Now it's your turn. Can you give an example by describing an object you use every day?
Sure. One object I'd like to describe is my smartphone. I bought it about a year ago because my old phone was starting to slow down. This phone is sleek and lightweight, with a large display and a durable glass screen. It's black and fits comfortably in my hand. I use my smartphone for many things, from checking emails and browsing the web to listening to music and taking photos. It helps me stay organized and connected with friends and family. One of the reasons I value this phone is that it holds all my important documents and memories, like photos from recent trips. A special memory I have with this phone is using it to capture a beautiful sunset during a vacation at the beach. I often revisit those photos to relive the moment. Overall, my smartphone is essential to my daily routine, and I can't imagine being without it.
That was a great example, Ben. You really highlighted how the object is practical and personally meaningful.
Thanks, Anna. I hope this helps our listeners feel more confident in describing objects in Task 2.
Absolutely. I hope this gives everyone a clearer idea of how to tackle this part of the exam.
Agreed? Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We'll see you next time with more IELTS tips and practice sessions.
Bye for now. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast, brought to you by Royal English Center, the leading IELTS fast-track training center. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben. Today we're focusing on IELTS Speaking Task 2, with an emphasis on describing a person, a common and important part of the exam.
Yes, in Task 2, you might be asked to describe a friend, a family member, a public figure, or someone who inspires you. Ben, what's the best way to structure this kind of answer?
Start with a brief introduction, say who the person is and your relationship with them. Then describe their appearance, personality, and explain why they are important or inspiring to you. Adding a personal story or memory helps make the answer more engaging.
That's great advice. Let me share some useful structures to help listeners describe a person clearly. Introducing the person. I'd like to describe the person I want to talk about is explaining the relationship. He, she is my. We've known each other for describing appearance. He, she is tall, short, with he, she has. Talking about personality. He, she is very kind, funny, and one thing I admire about him, her, is explaining why they are important. This person is important to me because he, she inspires me by adding memories or experiences. I remember when a special memory I have with this person is...
Those are fantastic structures, Anna. They will help candidates organize their thoughts and speak naturally.
Thanks. Now I'll try describing a friend to give an example.
Go ahead, Anna.
I'd like to describe my best friend, Mai. We met in high school and we've been close friends for over 8 years. Mai is about my height, with long black hair and a bright smile that can light up a room. She is very friendly and outgoing. One thing I admire about Mai is her positive attitude. She always looks on the bright side of life. She's also a great listener, and I know I can count on her whenever I need support. Mai is important to me because she has always been by my side during difficult times. I remember when I was preparing for my university entrance exam, Mai would stay late to help me review. Her encouragement and belief in me made a big difference. Overall, Mai is not just a friend, but someone I deeply respect and cherish. I feel lucky to have her in my life.
That was a great example, Anna. You clearly described Mai's appearance, personality, and shared a meaningful story. I'm sure our listeners found that very useful.
Thanks, Ben. Now it's your turn. Can you describe a famous person?
Sure. I'll describe Cristiano Ronaldo. One person I'd like to describe is Cristiano Ronaldo, the famous footballer. He is known worldwide for his incredible skills, dedication, and athleticism. Ronaldo is tall, muscular, and always looks sharp whether he's on or off the field. Ronaldo is extremely hard-working and disciplined. One thing I admire about him is his determination. He constantly pushes himself to improve, even though he's already one of the best in the world. He's also known for his generosity and involvement in charity work. I find Ronaldo inspiring because he didn't come from a wealthy background, but worked tirelessly to achieve success. A memory that stands out is watching him score a hat trick in an important match. His performance was unforgettable. Overall, Ronaldo is more than just a footballer to me. He represents hard work, resilience, and the drive to succeed.
That was amazing, Ben. Ronaldo is a great example of someone who inspires millions.
Thanks, Anna. I hope this gives our listeners a better understanding of how to approach describing a person in Task 2.
Absolutely. Practice describing different people, friends, family members, or public figures, and you'll feel more confident during the exam.
Great advice. Thanks for tuning in to our podcast. We'll see you next time with more IELTS tips and practice sessions.
Bye for now.